Welcome to Walk the Table. My name is Scarlett. I would like to show you guys how to make a rib recipe today. It's called the number ribs, 數字排骨. The reason it has a name is because of the number of tablespoons of ingredients that go into the sauce. I loved that dish as a kid, and my kids love it now. I'm going to show you how to remove the extra fat on the baby back ribs as well as the silver skin. But let's get to work. Here I have this baby back ribs. It's just right under 3 pounds. So when you get home, you want to make sure you get it out of the bag and then dry it really good with some paper towel. It has a lot of moisture on it. So once you do that, what we do, we're gonna flip it over. To remove the silver skin, really, what you want to do is you want to have a pointy knife, a small one. You want to go between the skin and the meat. I'm gonna carefully, and I like to do it kind of off center. And just find any spot. Carefully put your knife in there. And then, as I can see a hole in here, you can even put your finger in there. Kind of wiggle it a little bit and make some room here. Don't worry about breaking it. You can always go back and trim it off. So we want to pull it off to one end right here. And I have a paper towel here. It's going to be very helpful. I'm going to use that paper towel and help you rip off the rest of the skin right there. All come off in one piece. That's perfect. What we want to do is to actually remove the fat from the front and a little bit of the membranes right here. Alright, so I got all the extra fat removed. So all we need to do is to cut up the ribs and cut them up in pieces. Alright, before we sear it, what I like to do, I like to sprinkle the ribs with a little bit of the white pepper powder. On both sides, top and bottom. The pan is nice and hot here, and I'm gonna add some oil to it. You definitely need some oil to get it going, so to have a nice sear in there. It's pretty hot. And then we'll carefully put our ribs meat side down on the pan. You definitely want to hear that nice sizzle. So we're just gonna let it fry on one end for a few minutes. Here we have our aromatics, so we're gonna put it on the side of the pan. I got 4 slices of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic lightly smashed. I put them all on the side. And then the onion, I have about 2 bunches of onion here. Tuck them nicely on the side so that they will get the nice fragrance in the oil, but it won't get burned that way. Okay, so it does have a very nice sear. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. So that means it's time for us to turn to the side. Alright, while it's searing, I'm gonna make the sauce here. For the sauce, first I have 1 tablespoon of this ShaohSing wine. So 1 tablespoon of that. Vinegar here, I have this, it's called Jinjang vinegar. It's nice, got a nice deep brown color. If you don't have it in your pantry, you can definitely use white vinegar, would be completely okay. So for the vinegar, I need 2 tablespoons of that. So let's make sure we got it perfect over there. And then for the number 3 ingredients, I will need soy sauce. Here I have the low sodium soy sauce and the dark soy sauce. So the dark soy sauce will give the ribs nice deep color, but we only need 1 tablespoon of that. So what we're doing here is 2 tablespoons of the regular soy and 1 tablespoon of the dark soy. So I have 4 packed tablespoons of brown sugar. I'll go in there. And last is 5 tablespoons of water. I already pre-measured that here. Carefully stir it together. Don't worry about the brown sugar not completely dissolved. It will dissolve when it gets cooked in the sauce. So let's go back and check on our ribs. I got it all nice and brown on all sides. So I'm gonna get them out. Yeah, got a tong here to help me out. Get them out and we're gonna start on the second batch. Now I have my second batch all nicely done. I'm gonna get it out the pan. We're going to use the same pan, but it has some burn stuff in the bottom. So we're gonna use a kitchen towel to wipe it up before we add it back to the pan. So we're gonna finish searing those and we're gonna add all the ribs back into the pan and then we'll add the sauce in. Make sure we keep stirring and get all the yummy brown sugar off the bottom of the bowl. So because the pan is really hot, so it's pretty much bubble up right away. Turn the heat down to just above simmer. So you want it to keep boiling gently in your pan, but you don't want it to be too low. So just above simmer is about right. So we're gonna let it sit there for 30 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. All right, welcome back. 30 minutes has gone by, so let's check it out. Looking pretty good. I can still see that there's a good amount of moisture in there. So it'll definitely cook down in another 30 minutes. So what we're doing here, we're gonna flip the ribs to the other side so that the other side also get to have some color on it. Perfect. Put the lids back on for another 30 minutes. Alright, I got all the aromatics out and I want to roll the ribs in the sauce one last time so we get all the nice beautiful color on it. Alright, the meat's gonna fall off the bone a little bit. Alright, all the ribs are out. So I still see a little pieces of ginger and garlic and all the good yummy stuff here. We don't really want it in our sauce. We like the flavor, but we don't want it in our sauce. So all we need to do is get a small little sieve, scoop it out of your sauce. Alright, as you can see, my sauce is, when you swirled it in the pan, it got the nice foam on top. So that tells me that this sauce is in a good consistencies. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm gonna put the sauce over the ribs. It's nice and bubbly and foamy. Look at that glaze. There's no need to add anything to thicken up the sauce. All you need to do is just some time and some patience. Let me see. Very tender. The flavor is just a perfect balance. Well, I really enjoyed it and I hope you'll give this a try. See you next time. Boys, what do you guys need to do tonight?
Floss. Softness. I'm not sure. Sweetness? Not sure. But overall, it's very good. I'm gonna have a third one. I'm gonna have a third one right here. I like spiciness. Extra spice. I'm not sure. Perfectness?